to Summerfield. This hearing is being conducted via Zoom. It appears that both parties are present. You are Alyssa Collins, is that correct?
Yes, I am.
Joshua Rose, are you present?
Yes, sir.
All right, there's Mr. Rose. Good morning to both of you. The two of you have conferred this morning with Ms. Pratt from the front of the court. Mr. Pratt is recommending that referee recommend order be adopted. Ms. Collins, you have moved to Summerfield Township, and it's more convenient for you to transport your son to Summerfield schools rather than Custer.
Well, it's not just more convenient. It's a better school.
More convenient for who?
I said it's not that it's more convenient, because of course, like having him in a school that's with his brothers and really close to home is going to be better than a school that, for me, of course. I'm willing to do transportation, and I said that I was willing to help with anything that I needed to make sure that he goes to a better school. I'm not saying it completely has to be Summerfield School, even though I would like it to be Summerfield School, because he has two older brothers in that school, and they have better programs and a 16-to-1 ratio for their student to teachers, which means he'd be getting more one-on-one programs. They have after-school tutoring on Tuesdays and Thursdays at the library. It's not just about convenience. It's about what's best for him.
That's what it should be. And Mr. Rose, you are opposed to your son changing schools from Custer to Summerfield. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. And the convenience part of it and the routine of it, she'd already had a choice back in the day, and it was Custer. All my children go to Trinity School, and I offered Trinity School. It got denied because she said it was a religious factor. And then she turned around and she enrolled my son into a Bible study, which happened to be out of the St. James Bible, which was still the same Bible that Trinity Lutheran uses. And he doesn't even have to take the do the religion classes there to obtain that school, but they have by far a way better for teaching. But it comes down to the parents, because the teachers give them the lesson. Last week, whenever I had him on my time, or the week before, we got an 88% on his spelling. Last week, he went and he failed. He didn't even get one word right. I got the test sent home. And the different schooling and stuff. So really, it comes down to the parents.
Hold on,
whenever it comes down to
Ms. Collins, you're interrupting. I can't hear both of you saying that. Do not interrupt Mr. Rose, please.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I don't know where I got cut out at, but the moral of the story is I'm working.
The hearing starts with school dispute over custody and education. Both parents join via Zoom, arguing about whether the child should attend Summerfield or remain in Custer School.
With Christian and the spelling and his reading and stuff, and that's where he falls behind at, is in that area. The week that I had him, he had an 88% on his spelling test. Whenever he went back to his mom, I went to the court-ordered thing up there for his ADHD, which we have a review on the 14th of October with the doctors. And at that point in time, I asked him to spell some of the words because mom couldn't be in there. She was ill, having an allergic reaction. She did get the child there on time. And I asked him to spell some of the words that the teacher had sent me in the list. And he said to me, "Dad, we already did the words." And I said, "Yeah, how did you do the words?" And he said, "We did a word search. I'm all done with them." So I asked him to spell them, and he couldn't even spell them. So he was neglected at home whenever it come to the studying in the school curriculum. And that's where it matters at, to me, is it relies on the parents, not just the school. So she can't use that as a thing, because it comes back to the parents. And if it has something to do with tutoring, they got tutors everywhere, not just at the school. Right. And they got other programs everywhere. It's just the neighborhood that she lives in. I live out in Erie. We're already transporting back and forth to Trinity. And that's the way that our system is set up for transportation and everything. And then it's going to make a bigger inconvenience for all of that transporting area.
Mr. Rose, are you willing to pay the tuition at Trinity?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you willing to do all of the things that you need to do for it? Because I don't have the time for that. I have two other kids.
I already have two children in Trinity Lutheran, Your Honor. Willow
I have
and,
two children in
Collins?
Summerfield.
or
and
I
I
have
don't
Collins,
know-
three.
Ms. Collins, Mr. Rose is indicating that he'll pay all the tuition at Trinity. What about about your son going to Trinity?
I don't agree with that. And we've
All right.
already discussed this and it's already been thrown out. And the
It
fact
can't
is,
be for religious
that-
reasons if you're doing Bible study out of St.
how
James.
can I talk
Sorry.
if you interrupt
Sorry.
me?
Sorry.
Go ahead, Ms. Collins.
It's not just Christian's reading. It's Christian's math. He is at a kindergarten level. Josh, you know I was profusely sick from something last week, and that's the only reason that Christian didn't completely pass the things that he needed to do. And that, you know what, that's my fault for being sick, and I apologize for that. I still, no matter what, even ending up in the hospital, made sure he got to that appointment on time. The fact of the matter is, yeah, it's an inconvenience for Joshua to have to, or Joshua's girlfriend, to have to drive Christian other places to go to school. And I understand that. It's an inconvenience for me to go to Custer at this point.
The mother argues Summerfield is better due to location and stronger academic programs. She believes it will benefit the child's learning and allow him to be closer to family.
Very well. Obviously, both of you as parents should work with your son. If in fact he needs a tutor, then the two of you should talk about it, a tutor. It sounds like Mr. Rose is going to invest some money in the education of your son, even though it's a private school at Trinity. But if you two of you cannot agree, and Mom, it's your burden to convince this court that Summerfield is better, that there should be the best interest of your son to change school districts. School's already started. Christian's been in school for a month now. So
Yeah, because
you need to move on these matters sooner. Do it and file your motion in the middle of summer. And but it appears that this whole motion was precipitated by your move to the Summerfield School District. So in any event, the court will in fact adopt the recommendation this morning that the referee recommend order is adopted. The minor child Christian shall remain in Custer Elementary until further order of the court. Again, if you want to renew your motion, file a motion next summer. Introduction line. What the court is interested in not is which school is better than another, is which parent is more actively involved in the schooling of the child. Who's helping with the homework? Who's going to parent-teacher conferences? Those are the courts that the court is concerned about.
Then I disagree with it, because Josh is making it out to be like I'm not doing what I need to do as a parent, because the first week of school he didn't turn in his homework on Josh's week. I'm just not trying to badmouth the other parent. That's the problem. He wants to undermine me and make me sound like I'm not a good parent when I'm the one that's taking care of him for his entire life. And I'm sorry, but this whole court case was based off of a lie in the first place coming out of his mouth.
Okay, the court believes you're both good parents. The court's encouraging you both to work with Christian, work with his teachers, go to parent-teacher conferences. Work with them.
I do everything that I need to, and I do not agree with this because
the court will adopt the recommendation. Christian will remain in Custer School to further order the court. We cannot have a conversation if you keep interrupting the court. So the court will enter an order to that effect. You can file a motion next summer if you want to again, the court to consider a change to a school district. We're not going to do it after school's already started. The court's not convinced of Christian to change school. So the court will adopt the recommendation to remain in Custer School to further order. That will conclude this hearing. You can both zoom out and be active, both of you, in Christian's education.
Yes, I agree. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, that will conclude this matter. You can both zoom out.
This is bullying.
The father strongly disagrees and prefers Trinity School. He claims consistency matters more and argues the child has been struggling academically, blaming the mother's home environment.